Good afternoon, Senator Chairman Smith and Vice Chair Lummis. For the record, my name is W. Patrick Goggles. I am the Executive Director of Northern Arapaho Tribal Housing, and we are located on the Wind River Indian Reservation in Wyoming. So I want to get right started with the things that we came here to talk about, and first and foremost in mind is the reauthorization of the Native American Housing and Self-Determination Act of 1992. And the reason that it concerns me is, like any other community in Wyoming or in Minnesota, the flow of funds into your community help you plan, develop, and implement those types of, in my case, housing projects. I have one current project that I've been working on for 6 years. It's about $9.1 million. And I'll be completing that project in September of 2023. But it's taken me 6 years to do that. And so it's important to reauthorize the funding streams that we received through NAHASDA to allow us to do those strategic types of planning that help us plan the types of housing, affordable housing that we're going to construct. Not only that, but look forward to homeownership for many tribal members. Just real quickly, I manage 234 houses. Some of my houses are overcrowded, acute overcrowding. I have one 5-bedroom house that has 27 people in it. And I have another 3-bedroom house that has 15 people in it. The overcrowding is acute. The shortage of housing on our reservation is very acute. There are no private ownerships of individual family homes on the Wind River Indian Reservation currently. And that's my take on the HOSDA, because it'll help provide us with an annual allocation that we can plan with. So just so you understand what my executive director said, the unemployment rate on my reservation is 35%. And getting the kind of incomes to afford to make a house payment is very difficult to do that. 3 years ago, Congress first funded the Competitive Indian Housing Block Grant to allow tribes and their housing entities to apply for development funds. And they're not included in the regular IHBG, Indian Housing Block Grant. Okay, these are competitive funds that we apply for. And the experience has been the larger tribes and the smaller and medium tribes and the smaller tribes is not a level playing field. Okay, I can't afford to have an engineer on my staff. An engineer is worth their weight in gold in helping you determine how you're going to build on your tribal lands. So we have gaming revenue on our reservation, but that goes for the other needs that our tribe has, such as social services, for the human services, such as dealing with the addictions of meth and fentanyl on our reservation. So those are real life kinds of things that we deal with because we're in a rurally isolated community. My other folks that I represent, because I'm a Region 5 representative for Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, and Utah, and the other Region 3, North, South Dakota, and Nebraska, are rurally isolated with treaty-based land tribes. So many of our reservations experience the lack of essential service, such as fire prevention, such as EMT service. In our neck of the woods, the Law and Order Bureau, it's the Bureau of Indian Affairs, and you can have response times up to 30 minutes to 2 hours waiting for an EMT or a police officer to arrive on the scene. By the time they show up, other incidents have occurred. So I want to say that much. I know my 5 minutes went pretty fast, but I want to answer some of your questions with some more additional information for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Coggles. Mr. Upton.